Building a business empire all starts with a dream. That is the power of entrepreneurship. Hello beautiful viewers and welcome to this edition of Managing Africa. As you know, this is a special program that brings successful and innovative and solution-based businesses to the limelight. And here, we do not only connect them to their investors, but we bring them closer to their stakeholders. So stay with us and discover more. In Boya, the southwest region of Cameroon, there is the International Cooperative Education, also called Icop Institute.
Hi guys, hi everyone. I'm JULIUS, founder and the president Icop Institute.
It is an International Cooperative Institute Development Center created to promote and disseminate the concept of cooperative entrepreneurship among African youths, women and the general public at large, to empower them adopt the cooperative business model and join the cooperative movement. As an innovative institution, Icop Institute is mandated, among other things, to impart cooperative education and training to young people and women seeking better ways of doing business and providing better growth opportunities for themselves. Icop Institute is also committed to training other cooperative stakeholders and helping them improve the operational efficiencies of their cooperative enterprises. So far, this institution has trained more than 100 young people on cooperative entrepreneurship from Cameroon, Nigeria, Uganda, Kenya and Botswana through their online and on-site cooperative entrepreneurship training programs. It is safe to say that through him, there is hope for the practice and growth of cooperative entrepreneurship in Africa. On this edition of the program, televiewers, I am pleased to introduce you to Julius Mba. He is a cooperative technician by profession and a cooperative entrepreneur. He is the founder and president of Icop Institute. Hello and welcome on board the program.
Hello Nadine, I'm so excited to be here today.
That's awesome.
Thank you.
Televiewers, we also have Mr. Penda Monekosso. He is a financial executive with over 15 years of experience in both foreign and local investments. He is a potential investor on board the program Managing Africa. It's a pleasure to have you on the program.
It's a pleasure, likewise.
Turning to you, Mr. Julius, we have listened to you, we have heard, we've watched and seen everything that you do with the Icop Institute. What led you into creating this initiative?
Yes, Nadine, you know, I'm a cooperative technician. I've gone through a cooperative training institution, the National Cooperative College in Penda, and I've worked in this service for some time, and I noticed that there's a great problem in Cameroon when it comes to cooperative business. There are a lot of people who venture into cooperatives and they don't have any idea on what cooperatives are, not to talk of how to manage them. When I realized this problem, I began to think that it's necessary to create an institution where you can train cooperative executives and you can include young people who are looking for opportunities and train them so that they can realize the potentials that they have and how they can bring them together and create employment for themselves.
Wow, that's awesome. So it's from the problem that
exactly.
you came up with a solution.
Perfect.
Now I want to find out from you, what is the vision of Icop Institute?
Okay, Icop Institute is a training center, also a research and development center for cooperatives. Our special goal is for young people. We want to make them to understand that they can become powerful when they come together and do business. A lot of them are struggling on their own, and at the end of the day, they have good ideas that never work. So we want to train them on and make them to understand that there is this model which is little known to a lot of them, especially in Cameroon, because for other African countries, the cooperative entrepreneurship is already well developed because in Nigeria, we have cooperative universities. In Kenya, we have cooperative universities, Botswana, and many other countries in Africa But Cameroon, the case is different because we have only the cooperative, the National Cooperative College in Bamenda, and a lot of young people don't know about. So our vision is to build a training center where we'll help young people to understand this model and take advantage of it, and we'll also help existing cooperatives to improve, and also help to create for those who would like to take the advantage of this model.
Okay, so it's basically to explore that sector in Cameroon and make it advanced like other countries are already practicing. Yeah. Well, that is interesting to know. And at this point, I would like to find out from you, how does this project affect the society? Now, what is its contribution to the society? Okay,
so far we have been running short-term programs, training young people on cooperative entrepreneurship. And most of them are so excited when they understand the concept. You know, they're like, how come we have gone through a lot of schools, universities, and we have never heard about something of this magnitude, the cooperative movement. So far we have trained close to 100 participants, not only in Cameroon, because our programs run both on-site and online. We have participants who have gone through our program from Nigeria, from Kenya, from Botswana, even from Europe, because we have a participant from Germany and another from, I think, the UK. So we have trained them, and the first batch up to the third batch, some of them have come together and created a cooperative called Feedgain Africa to market African food, to promote healthy feeding. So this is what we're already doing. If you can get to participants, young people who have gone through the program, they will express their satisfaction, and they are ready to take on opportunities, and they are ready to work together as teams and create opportunities for themselves.
All right, that's interesting. So far, what are some of the challenges you've come across?
Yes, to most of them, it's like a new concept. Because when we start a class, we try to find out from them what they know about cooperatives or the cooperative business model. They are just like, okay, we know our fathers in the villages used to go gather somewhere where they bring their produce and they sell, or some people come and buy from them. They know very little. So it's until some even engage in our training programs that they understand the concept. So it takes a lot to make young people understand that there is this giant, invincible sector that they can take advantage of. So we need a lot of education to explain to young people that it's a modern way of doing business and not the old generation cooperatives that they have some blood ideas on. So that's one of awareness is one of our challenges we face. Okay. Yeah. It's just like most entrepreneurs will say, financing their projects, because our objective is to build a repeatable training institution, maybe grow up to a training a university, a cooperative and corporate management university. So we are looking up to, and if I can also mention, we need the finances that will have to put this giant structure together.
Great. So I am going to turn to our potential investor on the program. Mr. Penda, you have listened to Julius, you have heard his story, and you have seen the potential in the project that he's carrying out. Now I want to find out from you as an investor, what are some of the things that you think an investor needs to see in a project like this to further it and make it achieve its objectives?
Okay. First of all, I will congratulate Julius on his project.
Thank you, sir.
It's anything that is sharing knowledge is always very good, and when you share knowledge, especially to the young, it helps to develop a nation as a whole. As an investor, it's something that I would definitely get involved in, because I see the potential of, and then I see the passion that Julius has in talking about his project. So it's something that I would definitely like to get involved in at somewhere. Where there's difficulties, especially attracting foreign investors into Africa, Cameroon, is that we sometimes don't have enough information.
Exactly.
See, we don't give the potential investor enough information about what we're doing, especially on the financial side. They need to know exactly where, if they're going to invest, where is their money going to go to. So, if we have to find ourselves in a situation where we produce reports basically on all what you're doing, we're lucky that already you're basically in several different African countries, and that also helps to boost the image of what you're doing.
Exactly.
So, like I said, as an investor, it's something that I would definitely like to invest in and see how we can help Cameroonian youth to grow. Because it's through knowledge, sharing of knowledge, that's how we all can progress in the future, at least build our own nation.
Exactly. Yeah.
That's amazing to hear, Mr. Penda. And just to find out, what are some of the reasons why an investor will not want to invest in a project like this, even if it's as promising as it is?
For the same reasons why they want to invest, there has to be clarity, there has to be, you have to show potential, you have to show growth. And if, for example, you can have a very, very good project, but because of several different reasons, they look at also the stability of the country, because that also counts. They look at how businesses are being run in the same sector as well in the country. We look at basically everything that will help to develop projects, because we tend to look more at long term. Nobody wants to look at the short-term project. They want to look at what they're going to get in the long term. So basically what Julius is offering is something that can, like I said, for me, it's nation building. Once you get the young people together and get them working, get them interested in a project, and they see the benefits of what they're doing, it's a winner for me.
True. I agree with you, because I think impact, when you create the impact, the money certainly follows. So, what can you tell the many African entrepreneurs out there who are doing things but they may get discouraged because of one reason or the other, especially when it comes to financing? What can you advise them?
Unfortunately, finances carry the biggest and the biggest bunch of everything. You can have an excellent project, but you're lacking the finance. You can have some finance, but you need additional investment. So what I would say is to maintain the passion, maintain the belief in what you're doing, and sooner or later you're going to hit on the right track. And then I don't think that you should try not to be over elaborate. Stick to the simple things, stick to the bread and butter, as they say, the simple things to get your ideas across. Because what people tend to do, entrepreneurs, business people, they tend to go further. They think that, okay, I've started, I've done a little bit. Instead of maybe maintaining and building it, they instead want to go right all the way to the top. And you need to have a solid foundation. And once you've put that solid foundation and you're training people are learning, people are open, it helps, because it's the young who are going to build this country. And then, of course, you have to have some sort of stability as well in the country. I think, like in the previous exchange program, I talked about Africa everybody's looking towards Africa now. Exactly. Everybody wants to invest in Africa. So, as you're starting your project, it's also an opportunity to sell, and you have young people coming behind you. And I think that should be your main goal at the moment.
All right, so turning back to you, Julius, you have listened to our investor. Now you have a project in hand which is already in existence, and now you have a vision to expand. Do you have any questions for a potential investor on the program that is in line with your business?
Okay, first of all, permit me to thank Mr. Penda for believing in our project. and understanding the concept so easily, because some people find it difficult to understand, but as an investor, he has what it takes to quickly identify what a good project is. So I just want to find out some of the conditions, what is needed. Like in our own case, we want to build a training center and grow it to a university, a cooperative and corporate management training university. What can be needed to attract maybe investment, not only foreign, even local investment?
I think initially the first stage of every project you want to do is to be recognized locally. So being in the educational sector, you have to register yourself and believe in the Ministry of Education or higher
exactly, yes.
Those ministries. Have all the necessary authorizations, because what a lot of people try to jump shortcuts and so on. So have all the necessary education authorizations and have in place a plan. This is me today, this is where we want to be in 5 years, this is where we want to be in 10 years. It has to be clear, it has to be precise. You don't need to be elaborate, you don't need to go too much, because a lot of people tend to over-elaborate their projects and then they fall into, they think they need maybe $1 billion when 100 million can do. Or you want you might do a project for 100 million when 1 million is all you need to do.
Yes.
So, like I said, you start small and you build it. You're already in a sector which there's one thing that everybody needs is education. Everybody needs to learn. It's not that I've been to school, it's finished. Everybody needs to have a skill, we need to learn more. So I think those are the first steps. You get authorized, all the authorizations, and you have your business plan drawn up and everything. And give us a focus on where you want to be in a couple of years. And I think from there, we should be able to find you investments or investors locally as well as internationally.
Okay, thank you. I'm okay with that. I have understood. Thank you.
More questions for the investor?
Okay, I want to find out about this, what we call local crowdfunding. I don't know if that is, if there's any law in Cameroon or that is possible in Cameroon.
How do you explain local crowdfunding?
Okay, in our villages in the Northwest, we have what we call development. There's some events that we organize maybe at the end of every year where we come and raise funds locally for projects at home. So now we have crowdfunding mostly organized online for other kinds of institutions. I know that's mostly for non-profit organizations. So I want to find out, is it possible to organize a local fund crowdfunding in Cameroon for a project?
Yes, I believe so. Like I said, the problem with Cameroon, or problem we tend to have in Cameroon, is that people tend to have this, let me sit back and wait. I will not give initially, I'll wait and see whether Mr. Penda gives something, then I will join. Or I want to see how far the project goes before I join. So it's something that is possible. As a lead person of it, that's why I said your passion and your energy is what sells. When people see what you put in front of them, how you present your project to them, they join you. It's just like only hearing you speak today. If I had it in my pocket, I'll just say, take and
Thank you, sir.
So that's the kind of spirit that you should have.
Thank you.
So for the crowdfunding, it's possible. It can be done. It doesn't always have to come from abroad.
Exactly.
We can also learn to motivate our own people to invest or join us in what we're doing.
Okay, thank you, sir.
I want to equally find out from you, do you have an advice for other entrepreneurs that are coming up and that want to be like you or that want to be more? What is your advice to them?
The cooperative business model that we are preaching has proven to be the best. And it's supposed to be the best for Africa, but unfortunately, most of us don't trust one another. We don't believe even ourselves. But already developed countries like Canada, Finland, UK are taking advantage of. There are a lot of cooperatives, businesses operating under this sector in Europe and America. India now is taking the lead as well. So it's left on Africa. African young entrepreneurs should take the advantage, come together, bring their resources, both their human and financial resources, put together, because that's the only way that they can be able to withstand the power of the multinationals that we have. For example, let's say 20 young graduates, maybe from different fields of study, can come together with their professional background, with their skills, create a company and take positions in that company and work for their own business. That's what we call worker cooperatives. So that's the model that we are putting forward to see that we can help young people to bring solutions to their own problems.
I would like to turn back to you, investor, Mr. Penda. Do you have any last words? Because we are coming to the end of the program.
I'd like to thank you for the initiative, for the program, Managing Africa. You're basically showcasing a lot of Cameroonian entrepreneurs, starters as well as established. Those who are already doing it, I think they should continue. Like JULIUS, they should continue. They should keep the spirit and keep going. It's a rough road. On Monday, you can come in, everything is beautiful, and on Friday is a disaster. But it's how you pick up yourself and go. I think that is what is very important. The showcase you're also giving to other entrepreneurs. As we surely hear about your show, more of them will want to come in to showcase their own products or businesses. So, yeah, so basically it's a good thing.
Thank you.
Great, thank you. So what I copied from Mr. Penda's advice is that you should start and believe in yourself and just do it, right? All right, so we're going to turn to Mr. JULIUS to find out, do you have any last words for the viewers?
Yes, I want to encourage our young people that they should stay on and they should learn to work together. That's the only way that they are going to succeed. You keep doing it on your own, you're going to stay little and you'll never create any impact. So I encourage them to come together, create their own ventures, also get educated on the right skills. Thank you so much.
And now, ladies and gentlemen, we've come to the end of this edition of Managing Africa. It's been a lovely time with you, and I hope, just like I learned, you equally learned something, which is to be ready for when things go south. Just like our potential investor said, if you're an entrepreneur, things will definitely go south, but it's about how you pick up after things go south. That is what makes you a strong person. To be on this program, you just need to connect with me on my Twitter account, which is right on your screen. And it's been a lovely time with you. Like I said, have a lovely day and catch you on our next program. Bye-bye.